But we're excited that we're able to do this mission wherever we are and try to inspire people wherever they are. So
very cool. Thanks for what you've done. And so we kind of had to regroup, and John, I think you were part of that call where we just opened it up to the faculty and staff, students, and said, hey, students, what do you want to do? We're in this together, but we're all over the nation. And we created this map showing where all the students were on the West Coast, on the East Coast, some in the middle, all around. There was 30 around the world in different places. And we said, hey, what can we do? And they came up with, like, I don't know, 12, 15 ideas. And we narrowed that down to 3 or 4 that we started with. And we've gotten 6 now. We have 6 different programs. And with those programs, we said, how are we going to manage this? We only have 5 people on team, on staff. They're all students. They're busy with classes. And we kind of determined that one of the challenges, one of the things that was there as an obstacle was students had not only lost or had to make a change in their community to go back home, but they lost their jobs, they lost their employment, they lost their livelihood in that sense. And so we created this ambassador program where we've been able to hire, I think it's 9 students so far that are acting as liaisons in different ways. And one of those students is with us here today, Becky. You want to jump in here a little bit? Becky is the ambassador for the Project Send Hope, and that project itself has evolved and made some changes as to where it's gone. And Becky, you were not here in College Place, but you were somewhere overseas. Tell us a little bit about where you were and what it's meant for you to be part of this CHE program.
Well, I was in Yap, Micronesia, and just like with everybody else, and like John was saying, my plans were completely changed as well when coronavirus basically took over everything. I had to come home a couple months early, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I didn't know what my purpose at home was going to be. I no longer had a mission field in which I could serve. And so when I had the opportunity of becoming an ambassador, I was really thankful to be able to find a way to serve here at home, even if I couldn't be in Yap anymore. And I'm really excited about this program. I've always loved the idea of spreading encouragement through cards. It's something that I've loved doing. And so when I learned that this was one of the ambassador positions, I was like, oh, that's the one I want to do. But I didn't really know what being a part of this this project would really entail. And I don't think anybody really did. We just had, or there was just the idea that we were going to have thank you cards and give them to essential workers, and spread hope and encouragement in that way. And as we've been expanding the project, just recently, we decided that we are also going to expand it to not just essential workers, but also to coronavirus patients. And I think this is just such a cool opportunity to show these other people that they're supported and that they're loved. And spreading these words of hope and showing them that we care, I think can really go a long way. And so I'm excited to see where this project is going.
Thank you for your leadership in that. It's just really exciting. Janette Wagness, you've been really involved in this project. And from the beginning, I remember you lighting up saying, hey, that's something I can do as a graphic designer, as someone with lots of inspiration. I remember the very first concept you had, you're like, David, we should do something that would put our healthcare workers as heroes. How can we do that? What would that look like? And so talk to us a little bit about what your inspiration was there with your first design.
Yeah, I feel so blessed to be a part of this project. It's something that I'm passionate about, just showing our gratitude, like the gratitude that's in my heart for these workers, giving that to them in a tangible way, that letting them know that they are appreciated and encouraged. It's something meaningful to me, and I think it'll be meaningful to them as well. Yeah, and when you came to me with this idea, like, what would this look like? I immediately thought of them as heroes. I mean, they're literally risking their lives every day for strangers even. And yeah. I think of the verse in 1 John that's like, the greatest love is laying down your life for a friend. And they're not even friends, and they're literally risking their lives every day. So they are heroes. And I think it will be really impactful for them to realize that they're being seen as that by the world. And
Jeanette, your mother is a nurse, is that right?
yeah, she is.
Yeah, so you see that every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's a huge inspiration to me.
That's cool. Well, I know, Jeanette, when I approached Providence St. Mary's here in Walla Walla, I was just, hey, do you like this idea? Would there be a need for these cards within your space? And we have the privilege of having Melissa Adams here with us from the population health side of Providence. And Melissa, I would love to have you chime in a little bit and share about what you've seen and noticed. But I remember that conversation that we first had at the beginning where you said, yes, that would be great. But what about the patients? What could we do there? And so I think she's kind of expanded our world a little bit. And so Melissa, if you could just share with us a little bit about what you do at Providence and where you see this tying in.
You bet. Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us on this program and including us in this weekend. We are so grateful and very excited about the Send Hope and about the cards. We've seen them around town, and it gets people talking who are working long hours at the hospital and in ambulatory care. Reminds us of our mission, and it just fills us with hope. And so very grateful for the messages, for the artwork, for the time and the commitment that the Center for Humanitarian Engagement has demonstrated in the community. So thank you. Our patients are, many of them, recovering from coronavirus. Really kind of disconnected from their community, and for them to be able to get a card, letting them know that someone is thinking of them and sending them hope and sending them compassion and sending them love really gives them hope and inspires. And it's been very inspirational. We've also the art kits, like some of the cards have opportunity for people to color and fill them in. And that's been something that we've gotten feedback from in terms of how nice it is to be able to have something to do and to be artistic. So that's been wonderful. So we're just very grateful that your people are out there thinking of us and thinking of our patients, and really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing that. We're just honored to be a part of it. This is really just a really low risk way to get involved. And I would just want to emphasize that for any volunteers out there. It's like, how easy could it be? You're just printing off a card or requesting a card to be sent to you, right? Janette and Becky, that's as easy it is, right? Just walk us through what somebody has to do to be part of this.
Yeah, so it's super simple. I think we have 9 cards up on the website now. So all you have to do is download them. There's a cardstock and a standard paper option. Just download it and write in it a message, share some hope, some encouragement, tell about yourself, just a story, just let them know you care. And then from there, you have lots of options. You can give it to an essential worker you know. If your parents work in the hospital, have them take a packet of cards. Or if you don't know anyone like that, contact us and we will get you connected with a hospital near you.
All right, so I'm just sharing my screen here so you can see it. This is at wallawalla.edu/CHE. And like she said, you can print it and turn it in and share it, right away with someone that you know. Or if you don't have a way to print it, you can order it. And then you can also hand it out right away, or you may not have a way to distribute it, or you don't feel safe going somewhere. So you can either mail it back to CHE or connect with me. So we're gonna let you know about this. These are some of the designs. This is the first one that we talked about. This is not all heroes wear capes, but we can make that happen too. So if we need to make that happen, Melissa, let us know. But otherwise, these cards are the start. And as you can see, there's some of them that are just gratitude and thanks is not enough. There was, Melissa, talk to us a little bit too. You mentioned to me the need for Spanish speaking cards, Spanish cards. Is that still a need?
Yes, so there definitely that is still a need. Many of our patients that are recovering at home with coronavirus are Spanish speaking. So having a card with that design would be wonderful.
Cool. So that's just the beginning. Tengo flores para ti. So I have flowers for
Oh,
you.
wonderful.
So that's the first of hopefully many that we can do in Spanish. You mentioned the color and designs. These are some of them here that can be found. If you have cardstock, you can print 2 on one page, cut it down the middle. If you don't, there's also a standard paper download that would let you to fold it in half vertically and then again in half horizontally. Any other instructions on that, Janette? Does that pretty much cover how simple it is, right?
That's pretty much it. Yeah, we just wanted to make it as simple as possible so anyone can do it and anyone can send hope.
Awesome. Thank you guys for what you've done. I wanted to share a 50-second clip that I saw last night on Nightly News. This is a bit about how handwritten cards have really been helpful in today's society. So this is something I wish I could say that NBC made this about us, but this is just made in general. And I think what it did was inspired me that we were on the right path. So listen in.
Condolences. We'd like to express our condolences. But how? We make do with Zoom or FaceTime, but both leave something to be desired. So, we send cards and write notes. The sympathy card section in many a store is all but barren. The demand is overwhelming supply. This old-fashioned thing, once a standard gesture of sorrow, is filling our need to bridge emotional distance. So too are thank you notes. Frontline workers from the supermarket to the ICU are receiving messages of appreciation, many from strangers. Sending these expressions of gratitude or heartache takes a bit of extra time, but it makes it all more real, and it's something we can hold on to. Harry Smith, NBC News, New York.
So true. So we have we've been, I guess, early in the game there in being able to kind of start that process. But good job, Janette and Becky and John. Thanks for bringing that through. So it's pretty simple. /wallawalla.edu/send-hope. Is that correct? Send-hope or /CHE, and you can navigate there. We definitely want to share compassion and hope during this time. Melissa, there's one other program that I wanted you to highlight while we've got everybody's attention here. You mentioned, hey, maybe the cards could be used in another way. And we talked a little bit about some of the other needs that you're seeing being on the front lines here at the hospital. And one of those is food insecurity, specifically for children. And I wanted you to share some of the needs that you're seeing in that space and how this card program might connect and maybe be an introduction to just a bigger need.
You bet. We got a call from the interventionists at the elementary schools, and one of the things that our food bank is seeing is a 400% increase in food demand in the community. And so because of this demand and supply chain issues, one of the programs, the backpack program, to be suspended temporarily. And so we're void. There's 600 kids in Walla Walla that receive food assistance during the week. And 108 of those have been risk stratified to be identified as very high need. So we provide at least 108 weekend food bags to the schools. They're still receiving the Monday through Friday meals, the breakfast and the lunch. This is specific to bridging the weekend. And when David and I were talking, it just seemed to me that there was an opportunity for this card program to remind, young children that they're being thought of and that they're loved, and that having a note in their lunch bag or in their weekend backpack could really be inspirational, and again, something that they could hold on to. Similarly, we're providing food to middle school and high schools at Lincoln High School on the weekends as well. So this is a hot lunch program. So we're providing toiletries and hot lunches. And again, that opportunity to have some kind of card, give teenagers who are dealing with food insecurity, maybe really an opportunity to remind them too that they're being thought of. And this is just a time that we all need to be treating each other with such compassion, and with ourselves as well, with compassion and love. And I just, like I said before, I'm just so grateful for this program and for what you're doing. And I just thought maybe there'd be an opportunity to extend it to the young ones that are out there as well, that are dealing with really uncertain times. They don't have the routine of going to school. This could be something that just reminds them that they're connected in a different way to the greater community.
So if I heard you right, 108 are critical. They need food, otherwise they're not going to have access over the weekend. Is that?
That's our understanding.
Wow.
Nest is 108 kids, and this is just in Walla Walla. So this is,
that's a large number. So I guess I'll pitch it back to Becky and Janette. Are we up for it? Can we make a design for teenagers that that might need some hope and inspiration at this time?
Yeah, I personally love that idea. I think it'd be really cool to get out cards to them, make new designs, and also maybe have new fill it in designs for kids as well. I feel like that would be fun for them. And yeah, I want to continue expanding this project and getting more people involved, and giving volunteers a purpose, and just helping to connect people with this project.
And I wonder about teachers too. And I think about the interventionists at the school and the teachers that are having to teaching through, new technology. I wonder if there's an opportunity for, for that as well. I have all kinds of ideas. I love this program. So
that's great. We love the energy and the excitement. And I think that's, the question that we can keep asking is what can we do and where can we go? And I think as long as we're moving and adapting and embracing each other as a community, we're in good standing. So let's continue to ask, what can we do? And how can we be of help? And I think that you've got that front row seat, Melissa. So please keep us in mind as you are hearing of the needs.
Yes, please.
Definitely do that.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Janette, is there anything else that we missed?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has already started to download the cards and fill them out and send them to people that need them the most, because we don't know the impact of, so thank you for sending hope.
Awesome. And I didn't know that there was a shortage of cards. I've been stuck in our house for a while, and so I haven't even gone to the card aisle. I've just been able to print them here. So Janette, thank you for making all of those really cool designs, and I'm hoping that people realize if they don't have a printer, don't worry, fill out the form. We'll send them to you so that you can sign them and turn them in, or you can get them out there. So if you're not able to print it, don't worry, we'll get them to you. And we really appreciate everybody being a part of this and taking some time to share hope and compassion around the world. So I think that's a wrap. Thank you everyone for participating. If you have a chance, /CHE, wallawalla.edu/CHE, and you can check out the program and hopefully download a couple of your favorite designs and spread the joy and service. Take care, everyone.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye, Melissa.
you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.